wedding day. In the story of Cana, the wedding of Cana, we see that there's a third-day wedding feast and wine and a prophecy of this that is actually alluding to the end times. And looking to the book of John, it'll become very clear. It is noted that the wedding takes place on the third day, and Jesus and his disciples are called to the wedding. This is a prophetic foreshadow of the end times. In verse 1 and 2 it says, "And the third day there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there, and both Jesus was called and his disciples to the marriage." It is there where the water was turned to wine, and the best wine was saved for last. John chapter 2, verse 6 through 10 says, "And there were 6 water pots of stone, after the manner of the purifying of the Jews, containing 2 or 3 firkins apiece. Jesus saith unto them, Fill the water pots with water, and they filled them up to the brim. And he said unto them, Draw out now, and bear unto the governor of the feast, and they bare it. And when the ruler of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine, he knew not whence it was. But the servants which drew the water knew. The governor of the feast called the bridegroom, and said unto him, Every man at the beginning doth set forth good wine, and when men have well drunk, then that which is worse. But thou hast kept the good wine until now." We see here that the best wine will be the last wine for the feast, according to the parable. Now let's look to what occurs in the end times in the wedding feast. After the 3 days, the prophets are dead and risen. Revelation chapter 11, verse 11, "After 3 days and a half the Spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Everyone is resurrected and given white garments for the wedding." Revelation chapter 19, verse 7 through 9. "Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready. And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, white and clean, for the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. And he saith unto me, Right blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, These are the true sayings of God." Then everybody after the third day who's called to the wedding, and the disciples are called to the wedding, the wine is made through the shedding of the blood of the wicked and the fighting against the kings of the earth. They're killed, and their blood is made as wine in the winepress. Revelation chapter 19, verse 17 and 18. "And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, Come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great God, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great." So the best wine that's saved for last at the wedding is the winepress. It's the killing of the wicked. That's the best wine saved for last. The water will be turned to blood. The water will be turned to wine on the return of Christ after the third day, while everybody's invited to the wedding with their wedding gowns. Revelation chapter 14, verse 10 and 19. "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into a cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the angel thrust in his sickle into earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the winepress of the wrath of God. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse's bridle, by the space of 1,600 furlongs." After the third day, the wedding is occurring with the people in white, and the wine that will be poured out is the new wine, the best wine, saved for last. It is the blood of the wicked that will be shed, and the rivers will be turned to blood on that day. After the third day is when the wedding comes, just like the day of Cana. And on that day, the water will be turned to wine. It will be the wicked blood in the river, rivers of blood. And the people will be called to the wedding. The disciples will be called to the wedding after the third day, and that water will be turned to wine. It will be the blood of the wicked that will be shed. And this is the prophecy of the wedding day.